It's whatever, baby. It's whatever, baby. It's whatever, baby. It's whatever, baby.
Welcome to another great day and episode of Whatever by Hektek. We're here on season 2, episode 2. I'm joined by two people that I've known for quite some time now, and I know at least one not gonna hold any punches and keep it a bean. I believe both are going to keep it a bean, but I know for sure one, right? I'm not going to tell you which one. Y'all going to be the guest of that after this episode airs. Then you tell me who was the realest and who kept it all the way real. All right? So we're going to go. I hate doing this now in today's new culture, but I'm assuming ladies first. So. All right. So, ladies first, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are, what you do, stuff of that nature.
My name is Jada Silk. I'm an adult entertainer of like over 10, 15 years. Dancing, video, etc.
I definitely like the etc. I've been on the receiving end of the etc. So yes, definitely she's on point. All right, now we also have my guy Jay Hollywood from Love's Models. Go ahead. Why I introduced him? You should introduce yourself.
It's all good. But anyway, my name is Jay Hollywood. My talent agency is Loves XL. Used to be Loves Triple X Models. Used to be Loves Models. Now it's Loves XL. I've been in the adult industry since 1995. I've been in the porn industry since 2009. And basically, I do a lot of mentoring and booking talent and seeking talent and all of the above and then some.
Okay. Damn, 95. What was I doing in 95? I was probably like coming home from like middle school or some shit at 95. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I'm only 31.
Yeah. You got in the game young. Okay. So Jada, I'm gonna start off with you. This is a little segment that I like to go ahead and do a deep dive on who I have on the panel. So Jada, go ahead and tell people like how you got into the industry, what you've been up to, stuff of that nature.
So I started in the adult industry when I was 18, basically dancing. And then I shortly thereafter went to California, shot some adult videos, and then came back, kept dancing, did some modeling. I do sessions, really all kinds of shit, video chats, audio, phone sex, like everything.
So how did you? So you like glossed over a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
How did you get into dancing? Like, what was the motivation in getting into dancing? And then we'll break it down for people.
So I had been working for a long time in regular jobs.
At
And like
18?
oh well before 18. I
Okay.
started working in regular jobs when I was 12. So yeah. Yes. I've been
Okay.
like waitressing and doing dishes and shit, babysitting at 12 years old. And then those jobs just were always like, oh, if you work a little bit harder, just a little bit harder, we'll give you another whole $2. And I'm just like, you guys are literally asinine right now. Like, this is not what I want to do. And I I had a friend who did it, and she was like, oh, you would make way more money dancing. And I was like, I don't know. I'm not really like shaped like any of the girls I've ever seen who do it. And she convinced me eventually to go, and I loved it actually. So I've been doing it ever since. And I've had, and until the past like few years, I've always had a regular job on the side, but now I strictly do sex work. So
Okay. And so then you say you went to Cali and you shot some adult films. Like, how did that process? Like, did they reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? Was it
yeah,
just
I've had someone help me.
yeah?
Yeah,
Was it
I
a
had someone help
crapshoot that
me.
you rolled the dice and was like, shit, let's see what shakes?
Yeah, I went to a bunch of the warehouses out there and met the producers and stuff, and ended up shooting with Diabolic
Oh wow.
and yeah, I think, and then Girlfriends Media. So
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, and then when I came back, I came back over to the West Coast. I shot with Ghetto Gaggers, and everyone was kind of like, "Oh, you just tanked your career, blah blah blah, because you did a hardcore scene." And like, I don't know, I never really wanted to live in California and do it that way. I don't like, I didn't like it out
You
there
don't
at
like all
all.
the sun and the pretentious and
The pretentious, yeah, the sun's nice, but I was like, I got a fucking sun back home, shit, you know. I'm all set with the pretentious. I like the realness, so I just
right.
didn't go back, and I ended up doing mostly fetish and staying over here and shooting like on the East Coast a lot. So
So, what do you prefer out of all the sex work genres that you have right now? Which one do you prefer and why?
probably shooting fetish content is the most fun
Okay, why is that?
for sure. Because it's usually very creative, and I've met some of my most long-standing friends in the industry in fetish, you included, and I just prefer usually like those people I vibe with. So, and we're usually like a little bit like outsiders type, you know, different. We don't fit their mold, but we're still good at what we do. So I do prefer that.
Okay, and for the listeners and the watchers, you might think she's a shorty, but she is not. Okay, she
Mm.
is tall as fuck.
Yeah. And every single person who meets me is like, "Holy shit, I didn't think you were that tall." And I was like, "Okay."
Right, right. Nah, 100%.
Yeah.
I was one of them. I was like, shit. Okay, cool. Shit. Don't put no heels on. All
Right, right, right.
right, Jay. We're gonna get into you now. So, tell us how your journey into the adult industry started and stuff.
Well, I got I guess I started in '95 when I got into the exotic dance business because I seen the need. Women was going to clubs and getting used and abused and then couldn't buy Pampers the next morning. So I said, man, why don't y'all take y'all skills and flip it around? You know what I mean? So I had a nice little team down there in Oakland. And we used to do private parties, beach parties, all that. But they was go getters, All I had to do was provide the address, and they went in there and worked. They went in there and did their thing. Nobody could hold them back. They wasn't lazy. They wasn't choosy. And they was go getters. But the main thing about it wasn't. And here's the thing: back then, it wasn't about the body. It was about the brains. And then the beauty just kind of played itself in, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm,
they talk dudes out a lot of money just by
mhm,
talking. And some of
mhm.
them was, and I never did fully nude um, events. They always had their little top and bottom on. So
Okay.
and they made money. I got in the porn industry. It was really an accident. I was on a scene with I was on a set of Anna Nicole movie, and this girl seen me because I was running around shaking everybody's hand, the director's hand, and this one's hand. And she said, "Hey, I wouldn't mind you managing me." And I said, "Okay, cool." So then I ended up managing her. 3 weeks later, she said, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got 3 porn movies out. Can you help me? Can you manage me in porn?" I'm like, yeah.
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean? Dude, I don't know what the hell, don't know nothing about no. I ain't. So I went to a couple of agencies and they basically told me, what I need to do. And then my mentor, which was Vanessa Blue, she guided me through a lot of this, man. got me through a lot of this, man. You know, many nights I cried and tried to figure out why and wonder, and because it was a different market. You know, 95 girls to 2,000 girls, it's a different market. You know, it's like, and no disrespect, but the generation 2000 generation, they lazy as hell. I mean, I'm just putting it on the table. You know what I'm saying? They want to be carried, and they want to be carried. They want to be guided. Then you guide them. You're like, hey, just go across the street, get a cup of milk. And they like, what'd you tell me to do? I'm like, you know what? That's all right. I'll walk with you, hold your hand, and then we'll go get. You know, so that's kind of what I was up against. You know, and then like I said, when I got in the industry, the myth I had to overcome. You know, you don't want me to get into that, but yeah. So this is so. And I mean, it's forever changing. It's forever evolving. You know, nowadays people really don't know what they want as opposed to what they need. You know what I'm saying? And it's just unorganized, unstructured. Good industry, but just unstructured.
No, you bring a very good point, and I'm a pose a question to both of y'all. Jada, you go ahead and answer first. What's something that you feel has changed for the betterment of the industry since you've been in, and something that's changed for the worse since you've been in?
Maybe for the betterment, I will say, I guess maybe it's like the same thing, right? Like for the betterment, it's more like mainstream, like people are like, oh, okay, you shoot porn. Like I know somebody else who does that. When I started, it was like, oh my God, like, but then I guess at the same time, it's like now it's like everybody is in it doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And like, that's not really how it's supposed to be. So you have that.
So the same thing for both in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, what
Absolutely.
Jay, what about yourself?
The betterment is you're able to with social media, internet, you're able to reach audiences above and beyond, right? The worst of that is people have become internet sensations. It's too easily accessible to do what you want to do behind closed doors without any structure, without any rules or regulations or any knowledge or anything of the above that you really need until you get that knock on the door with the guy in the black suit. Then you're like, oh, you know what I mean?
No,
But
I knew people that was popping, and as soon as you'd be like, hey, let's go ahead and sign paperwork, they'd be like, paperwork? Nah, I'll just tag you on, OF, or I tag you on this and tag you on that. And it was like, that's cool, but what happens when that platform is no longer and you need to upload your content somewhere else? And now technically you don't have the model release for that because you're tagging everybody. And then of course, to crack down on that when these platforms started now requesting all those stuff. And I got hit up not too long ago by someone I haven't heard from in like years. Say, hey, do you mind if you send me your ID? ID? Like, you should have had this way back when. Now you're asking me for something, but I'm not one of those people that's going to be like, because I've had it on the other end where I'm like, hey, I just need to get some stuff from you. Well, I'm no longer in the industry, so good luck, and you know what I mean, kind of deal. So if someone asks me for something and it's simple, okay. But have y'all heard about the new requirements for Pornhub to upload content?
Yeah.
And then they keep emailing me about it.
Listen, it's a whole biometric system, AI. Listen, that's doing too much. That's way too much.
But see, but you know what? Let me just say this, not to cut you off, but let me just say this. See, here's what people fail to understand. Okay, you doing sex and all that behind closed doors is fine. When you start dealing with the World Wide Web, that's federally mandated. And and let's just be real. You know how the government is. The government will change something every 10 minutes if they feel like it's affecting somebody. 4 or 5 church members get together and say, yo, I don't like the way she walked with a booty hanging out the shorts. Now they'll start regulating shorts and how you wear shorts, and you got to wear it down to your knees. And then she wear it to her knees, and they say, yo, she tripped and fell and broke her arm on some government property. Now the government says, well, now she need elevator shoes. It's always going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be something. But see, my thing is people don't value and appreciate the beauty of the art of porn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just, hey, all I got to do is open my legs and somehow give me a direct deposit. That's where their mind is at.
Yeah. No, I even try to support some people, and I'm like, cool, I'll give you a couple dollars, whatever. And when I got the content, first of all, I am a snob, and everyone knows why I'm a snob when it comes to content, because this is what I do, right? This is this, whether it's in front or behind the camera, this is what I do, right? When I got the content, it was the TV blasting in the background, it was dark, it was junkie room, it was whatever, and then it was like 10 seconds. What the fuck I'm supposed to do with a 10-second video? You see what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, you can't knock the hustle. However, those are the people that, because of them scamming, in a sense, now people are like, I don't need to buy porn, I just go watch it for free. Because they don't trust nobody anymore.
Yeah.
And instead of, because we as men can't say anything about it, instead of the women being like, listen, y'all are out here fucking the money up, legit fucking the money up, and they chastising those girls, or getting those girls up out of the industry. Now it's a free-for-all. Now everyone could, because remember, prior to 2020, we still had a thing called industry standards. Now it's all over the fucking place.
I realized that when I started saying that was my rate, and they're like, what's that mean? I was like, never mind.
But you know what? Though, to be honest, each and every person, and I'm not just saying us like on this podcast, but each and every person has become enablers in this industry.
100%.
We have enabled, like I was saying earlier, we have enabled people to be something that they're not. Like, you put a crown on a clown, and the crown keeps falling off, and you keep putting the crown on, and then you know what I'm saying. And then you trying to figure out why that person can't wear the crown. You know what I'm saying? They're not qualified to wear the crown, but they look good. So we just try to adjust. We put the crown back on. Hey, just don't move. Stand still right there, because you look good as hell. Yeah. If you move, the crown gonna fall. And this is what has happened in the industry. We have enabled people to come into us, listen to us. A person will listen to this podcast right now and get one thing out of it. Oh, wow, she started stripping when she was 18. Let's go strip. They don't know if she had one leg, two legs, one arm, three leg arm. They have no idea. They just go. And their pride and their ego won't allow them to ask you, hey, Jade, how did you get started? I want to know the inside scoop. And then what you've been going through, Jade, is the fact that, why should I take energy out of my time to deal with this person that they don't even have any type of research? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, you mean I have to shake my ass? This that's what dancing is. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. I definitely, even me, when we hear those drama situations on Twitter, we normally pick a side without even thinking about there might be 2 to 3 other sides of the same fucking story. You know, I've been a victim of it, not because I did anything, but because I believe someone else to be an upstanding person, and then they're like, well, since you hang with them, fuck you too. It's like, listen, it's okay for everyone not to believe, or to believe whoever they want to believe, and still be okay tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, it's, the enabling is crazy, because it's throughout this industry. And you also said a good thing too, Jay. That's why I stopped doing spaces, because I realized Slickdiq99 is on the bottom of the in the spaces taking notes because we're just giving away information, just giving it away. So now Slickdiq99 goes to Jada Silk and say, "Hey, do you want to collab?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they heard that's the term that we're using now when we want to work with someone that's mutually beneficial. And she looks at his page, and he might have 100,000 followers of nothing. And whether she falls for it or not is normally going to be based off that following count, not necessarily behind the work that he's done or didn't do. Because
which is what the smart person would check is what kind of content have you shot ever?
100%.
Let me see that shit because
No. And you know, and that's the funny thing about it because see, when you listen to people, when you're talking to people, you can get a just of their professionalism, their business ethic, their work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I like I said, I've been in the industry since '95. Man, I can't tell you the damn roller coaster I was on. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you because the damn thing went every which way but right. You know what I mean? Now when people come to me, I have this like, ooh, I start shaking. Like, hold on, man, I'm allergic. And they say, what's wrong? I sent some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just, you know, it's nature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then people, and here's the crazy part. People will use the same game that the next person just used, and the next person just used, and the next person just used. And my thing is, yo, if you're gonna lie to me, at least have your own creativity.
Right. Yes.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, when you come to me, have an idea of what you need. See, because here's what a lot of people, and I don't want to take over the show, but here's what a lot of people want. They want. It's not a need. I want to shoot with Jada. I want to get 100,000 followers. I want her to do this. I want her to do that. But all this I want. And you could satisfy that one want, right? Yeah. But then there's more wants. And then Jada has to stop and say, hold on, what do you really need? And be like, honestly, shoot, I just need a girlfriend. That's all you have to say in the beginning. See, when people keep coming to me with them wants, I say, hold on, stop. Yeah. What the hell do you really need? I've dealt with this when it came to a talent agent. I'm recruiting a girl, and then I come to find out all she needed was her bill paid, her phone bill paid. Now, if I went through the whole process, I would have lost more money than just her phone bill. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're going to invest. You're going to invest more time and effort into it, and all she needs is $60.
Yeah. That's a value. Plus tax.
Yeah. So Jay, being that you do talent agency and stuff of that nature, what's some stuff that you have seen that, because there's a lot of talent agencies now popping up out of the woodworks, management, agents, whatever you may call them. Mm-hmm. What's one thing that you see now that they're using or trying to get the girls to do, or whatever the case may be? Like, what's the wave right now with the talent agency? Because at one point, there was a whole fuck talent agencies. We don't need them. We could do it ourselves. Now it's kind of coming back full circle because they're realizing like a lot of fucking work out here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Here's the thing. There's two types of agents. Well, I'm gonna just put it like this. A lot of the agents, and I'm not knocking them. I love them. Whatever. But here's the thing. Since I've been in this industry, I've always been on making you independent. That's my number one goal for my agency. I don't expect you to be with me 3 months. And I'm gonna be quite honest. You will go to a strip club right now. You'll see a girl that's been in a strip club and she is 45, 46 years old. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because nobody is guiding her. Just come on in here, shake your ass, let pay the club, and let me get this money. Nobody's guiding her. Me, I'm a different type of person. You could dance for me, but now I want to teach you management skills. Let me teach you how to be a manager. You could be an agent. I got so many girls that came to me and I said, hey, I want to teach you how to be an agent. They said, but you're an agent. I don't want to go against you. You'll never go against me. Because it's $1 billion business.
Mm.
And if I'm going to cry and get mad at you because you got a steak and I got a cheeseburger, that's dumb as hell. Because if I work as hard as I'm supposed to work, I can eat the steak just like you. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of these agencies are getting these girls for their own benefit and not for the talent's benefit. And that's what makes the difference. I want to get the girl and I don't want her sweating me every day. Hey, find me white, find me work. I want to set her up like, hey, you can have this. You can have this going on. You can have this going on. And you can do all this. And you could do all that and this and that and that. Where they're making money while I'm searching for opportunities. I don't want them to just depend on me. If you depend on me, hell, I might well go and give me a daycare.
But can you admit though the days of shopping a talent around is like no longer a thing?
It really depends on the talent. Again, they want the world. I want them to say, I want a Bentley, but I got a Hyundai Pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I got real friends that'll tell me, say, hey, bro, I know you want a Rolls Royce, but dude, why don't you just get a scooter to start off with? They'll put me in check. They're not going to enable me and have me thinking, oh, I'm going to go get this Bentley, because it's not going to happen.
But
So
that's
when I
also the difference in men to men conversation. You know what I mean? So men to men conversation is a little different than man to female or female to female conversation.
right. Well, in a female conversation, you have to be realistic with her. See, number one, I don't want what's between your legs. That's not going to do anything for me. See, and that's the thinking that we as men should have. I don't want what's between your legs. I don't care if you look good. I want to know your mental state of mind. You know, are you scarred? Wait a minute. If I didn't know that you just got out of prison and I'm trying to figure out why you stabbed me, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to get the pussy. You stabbed me. Now I find out, damn, why you stabbed me? They're like, oh, she's a mass murderer. You didn't know? Oh, damn, for real? It's
Right.
kind of too late.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, before you step out and talk to somebody, deal with somebody because of their beauty, their body, and all that like window shopping shit, I need to know where your head is at. You know, are you really qualified to be in this industry? Why are you in this industry? I had one girl tell me I want to get in this industry because I got gang raped. I'm like, this ain't what you're trying to do. You need to go to the mental hospital. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. Because I would put her on a set with browsers and they do a gangbang and all of a sudden she snaps out, shoots everybody on the set. It happens.
No, it does. Or I've seen where there's been a scene being shot. This girl didn't tell anybody what her triggers may or may not be, and someone does the little stinks and she flips the fuck out and everyone's like,
see?
You know what I mean? So, and it's very important if there's something that you don't like to do, because people like to say, I'm about whatever. I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta be careful with saying that shit, because some people gonna push you to that whatever point.
So true. Yeah.
You know, I start saying some weird shit just for shits and giggles to see whether you're gonna bite or not.
Right.
You know?
Like, no, you gotta have some hard limits, you know?
Right. So Jada, if you were looking for an agency or manager or something of that nature, what qualifications do you think that you'd be looking for before you'd be like, all right, yeah, I want to fuck with you?
I guess experience, knowledgeability, you know, like how much they know about the industry. And hold on one second. You know, maybe length of time in the industry, other people they've worked with, you know, if they have a good rapport with everyone that they've worked with specifically, because, you know, there's some shysters out there for sure. So,
Right.
and I guess if they are aware of what I want and need and take care of that, you know, without me having to be like, hey, what's going on over here? You know what I mean? So
Now I had a couple girls used to come and be like, hey Tech, why don't you manage? Why don't you manage me? And I'm like, because there's no way that you're going to outwork me.
yeah.
And in order for this to be beneficial, we both got to be working.
Yep. And it's a lot of work. People think
it's a shitload of work. Right,
it
right.
is, yeah.
Even getting the Rolodex people that I may know, or the contacts and all that, that took some cultivating. That shit didn't happen overnight.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and some people just feel like they can just come in the industry and be like, "Oh, we're best friends," and I'm like, "Yo, you don't even know this person from a can of paint." Like,
Yeah.
you want to
But you,
relax.
but you
Yeah.
know what? You know what? I want to say something on that real quick.
Mhm.
Um, People in this industry felt like they deserve $1 million, $1 million mansion, Rolls Royce. They deserve it, and they haven't even worked for it. They haven't done anything towards working for it. My thing is, I will work for you, but I want to see you working for yourself also. I want to see, if I kick a door in, I don't want to have to run back to the car and pick you up like a child seat and bring you in. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
Yeah.
If I kick the door, you need to be right behind me, push me out the way. Okay, you got the door, but let me get up in here.
right.
Now it's more like I gotta kick the door in, go back to the car, and beg you, like, hey man, it's cool. You can come on in here, man. It's all right. I don't know, my hair, oh my, I don't think my lipstick, yo.
I used to tell someone, right, even on a dating tip, if I'm out here,
Give me
got
a
my
second.
own, got my own everything, and then when it comes to you, you don't, you're not even striving, trying to provide. I don't need a liability. I need an
No.
asset.
Yeah. Exactly.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of people in this industry, whether it's producers, talent, agencies, whatever, that are liabilities. I talked to a couple agencies, and I'm like, okay, well, what's your roster looking like? Like, who do you have? Stuff of that nature. And they really don't have any. It's almost like they're a referral company, if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
they have some kind of rapport with the girl, so they go refer the girl to certain people, stuff of that nature. I've also seen talent agencies, management, if they don't like you or like the studio, the production company, or whatever, they tell the girl, nah. And I'm like, how you stopping someone from getting. Now, I get if they know this person is a predator or harmful or something of
Yeah.
that nature,
Yeah.
but how are you stopping someone from getting money just based on you not liking them?
Yeah. No, that's not it.
So, Jada, since you've been in the strip club since 18, you've seen a wave of strippers and porn stars, content creators in this game.
Oh
What's
yeah.
the significant difference now that you're seeing?
I mean, now it's like, and also at one point there wasn't like a lot of correlation there between the two.
Yeah, now it's like across the board, everyone's
Yeah,
it's
they were
it's
like, no,
merged.
we don't want none of that traveling shit. Like, you better be on the schedule and work your days and all that.
Yeah,
Now it's like more likely that you can dance and, do your thing and go and shoot and come back and still have a position in that school, in that, that's that club. So
yeah.
it's like, I just feel like the prevalence of stripper slash porn stars is has boomed recently, and it before it was like quite non-existent.
No, it was like if you met a dancer that was a porn star, she was an anomaly at that. It was like this was like her local area kind of deal, and she just
Yes,
danced because she just wanted something extra
exactly.
to do. Yeah, but
Yes,
now, and I know I don't like to get caught up in the semantics of titles and names and all this, but there is definitely a huge difference between an adult content creator and a porn star.
absolutely. Yes. Yeah,
Just like there's
absolutely.
a difference between a stripper and an exotic dancer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I
No, there's
mean?
there's definitely doing porn and then content creation, and you can be a porn star who does content creation,
Right.
and you can be a content creator who shoots porn sometimes, doesn't make,
Right,
but it definitely doesn't have to be synonymous with each
right.
other, that's for sure.
So so in Florida, most people don't know. In Florida, they just raised the legal age that girls could start dancing. So now the age is 21.
Smart.
Yeah. Because I guess they were getting an influx of 18-year-olds not really having anything to do, and it's like, oh, I'll go strip. And
Yeah.
now they're up here getting drunk. And we know how the strip clubs could be. Um,
Yes, absolutely.
so yeah, so they raised the age limit. Do you think that's a good thing? Do you? Because some girls be like, nah, government shouldn't be able to tell us. We're adults. We should be able to go do whatever we want to do.
In my opinion, I do think it should be 21. And that's because I started at 18. So I definitely have a right to say that. And going through what I went through and all that from 18 to 21, and then, up till now, even,
Yeah.
uh, I make so much more money now than I did when I first started because I'm smarter
Hmm.
that you don't get that experience from just anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they realize how young they are at 18 still. It's like it still says teen on the end of your fucking age. Like, that's a
Yeah.
hint right there.
Right.
And the club I work at now is 21 only. Like they don't hire girls under 21. So, and
So
they don't
so
have no
have you
problem.
have you seen a difference between working at a club that allows 18-year-olds and the one that's 21 and up?
Yeah, I mean so I guess it's been a long time since I worked at anywhere else because I've been at this club mostly because this is,
Okay.
like the best club in my opinion. And I just feel like there was a lot more drama in the clubs that allow 18-year-olds.
Okay.
And there's not much drama really at my club, honestly. There's not like girls fighting and like none of that shit really. Like we all really get along, we all hang out and our friends, we talk in the back and we have each other's backs and shit on the floor, like because we're mature, you know.
Gotcha. Do you think porn should raise the age?
From 18,
Yeah.
uh, you know, porn is I have a problem with the way that they did it anyway, on the
Okay,
West Coast.
explain.
Like the whole like take the little young girl and destroy her kind of thing and like turn her into this super slut. That whole, trope that they
Yeah.
kind of did
Okay.
is I guess I can see how you can build a lot of content out of that. I get that aspect of it.
Mhm.
But I mean, it just kind of like is not really true. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't be on camera if you were this little shy, young, innocent girl in the first place. So it's kind of like puts a strange idea in people's heads of like who these girls are who start. Like they're not actually little young innocent, oh my god, I've never been touched before,
Right,
that's
right,
not
right.
usually the case. So then usually the girls who go do porn younger, I mean, most of them in my opinion I've seen are a little bit more mature because they seem to have been through more at
Okay.
a young age, which is where they find out about porn and all that. So I don't
Jay,
know,
what?
it's like it's hard, right? Like what the fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Jay, what do you think? Should they raise the age of talent in porn?
Um, here's the thing. You know, when it comes down to regulation, between 18 and 21, is kind of like it's it's at the producer's discretion, because see, some girls will act 21, some girls 21 will act 18.
Facts.
So it's kind of like, just because like I always tell people, just because you're 18, you got a few whiskers on your face doesn't make you a man. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Now, if you want to say, should we raise the age range for men? Absolutely. They should be damn near 25.
Oh, damn.
And
Okay.
I'm just being honest
All right.
because
Why is that though? You can't throw something out there like that and not be able to back it up.
the maturity between a woman and a man is much different. A woman will mature faster than a man. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Most guys that's 18, bro, no. They have been entitled to be a man, but they can't wear the shoes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
And that's I'm including myself. Hell, when I turned 18, got a few hairs on my chest, I got man ties. Well, I'm sorry, I got demoted from being a man. Let me put it on the table. So I think they should change the age range for men, yes,
All
not
right,
women.
Jada. I saw you agree to that. Do you agree too?
I mean, I definitely agree because of maturity level facts. And I mean, it is kind of scary when you have someone who doesn't know what they're doing talking to someone else pretending that they know what they're doing. And like that's what a lot of the younger guys do to try to be like, "Oh, I know. I've been doing this." And it's like, "Well, then show me the content." And they don't have anything to show me. So
Okay.
I don't know. I do think that the older men are usually more professional and they carry themselves differently and they're not so eager to like fuck that they are trying to bang everything the second they see it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a big thing.
Yeah. Uh, I definitely can say me now versus me in my early 20s. Shit, hell, even me in my early 30s, vastly different. 35 and under, I was trying to get everything. Every it was like I read that passage in the Bible where God said, "Go out and multiply and conquer." I took that shit to heart. I wanted to conquer everything. Now that I'm older, I'm kind of good.
Right? Way more discretion. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, not even discretion. I just don't want to now. Like it's like,
I understand that.
hey, Tech, you want to come out here and hang out? No, I don't. Like
I
for
prefer
what?
not to, right?
Yeah, like no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
See, I would say when we was younger, we was thrill driven. You know,
Okay, I can
Yeah.
see that.
we
Yeah.
was thrill driven. We was like, oh man, I'm gonna get this girl at the club. We don't know from a can of juice, you know. And then after, oh, she's married. Oh,
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Oh, the
You
risk
know,
assessment when you're in your early 20s is non-existent.
exactly. Exactly.
Bro, I've been in some situations that, man, man, I, man, I've been in grown men's houses. You know what I mean? Anything could have happened at that time. So yeah, the risk assessment when you're in 20s versus when you're in your late 30s, 40s, they're like, you mean I gotta get in my car, get dressed, get in my car, drive across town, pick you up, bring you back over, fuck, get back in the car, take you back home, drive back. That's too much.
It's a
Not
lot
doing
of
that.
work. It is, yeah.
Not doing none of that.
True.
Not doing any of that. Can you Uber here? I'll take you back. One of these trips we gotta alleviate. You know, no, 100%.
Thank God for Uber.
Whew, it's on its way. Don't even worry about tightening up. It's going to be out there soon. You know, I live in the gray area.
I'll
They
take care
circle
of
the
it, yeah.
block. Yeah, right. They circle the block. All right. So we learned that the dancing cultures changed, porn cultures changed. I often like the fact that the porn has changed. My answer to the same question that I posed to y'all would be like, I I like the new faces that's able to come into the industry, right? The bad, what I say, is all this goddamn clout chasing. This shit is fucking bananas.
Yeah, that's a little strange. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I think I grew up on it has to be something that I could put my hands on, something tangible. Clout is some figment of someone else's imagination. And I'm supposed to put stock into this and do any and everything for this imaginary thing that's supposed to make me feel better about my life tomorrow, but I'm
And
broke.
it definitely does not.
No, I saw someone just post something where I guess they came up with a word, but they found out that word was already trademarked, and now they're crying because they missed their opportunity. And I'm like, it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, it's not real. But you would have, I see a lot of women on, especially Twitter, say, I'm going to be in such and such city, only looking for established male content creators or talent, right? Then when I see the content that they put out from said trip, I'm like, that's Slickdiq99. He don't have no links. He don't have no content. He don't have. He hasn't even really been out here like that. And I'm talking about not small name girls, big name girls. And I'm like, oh, that's why he has 150,000 followers. He has 300,000 followers. And everyone on this panel could tell, I'm sure, it used to be super uncommon for a male performer, regardless of status, to have over 20,000 followers. And it wasn't easy to get to that level.
Yeah.
Now dudes are just 200,000 followers. Where you come from?
Yeah. It's very strange. I don't know how everyone's doing it.
I know how they're doing it, but you can't say in one sentence, I want established, because what's established now? Because established back in the day used to be you had to have some kind of platform. You had to be on, and some people used to go, oh, you have to be this ranking on some tube sites.
Mm-hmm.
You had to have a body of work. Now they don't even care about the body of work because it's literally shot from their phone of them doing a POV scene getting their dicks up. And that's all the content that they have.
I need to speak on that.
Okay.
So here. Okay, now, no disrespect to any women, anybody, but I got to put it on the table. Women are chasing dicks just like men are chasing pussies. Women will see this guy.
100%.
Women will see this guy. He looks good or whatever. Doesn't matter whether he's catfish or not, but he looks good, got muscles, got a big dick. I want to shoot with him. You know what I mean? He's ready. He's waiting for that phone call. Hey, I want to shoot with you. For real? Oh, yeah. How available are you if you're doing that much? Vice versa. Men get on a girl. And I know this for a fact as an agent. I get an email. I want to fuck her. Who? What? When? Where?
Right.
They
don't have a hotel. They don't have the location. They don't have the cameraman. They don't have none of that.
A girl will have on her profile, I don't do collabs. Right now, and I know Silk, I know you done dealt with it. I don't do collabs, and right in your DM, hey, I want to collaborate with you. The reading fundamentals is gone.
Oh, yeah.
No reading, no nothing. Just,
right.
Hey, I want to shoot with you. You got some nice titties, nice ass. I want to shoot with you. Yeah. Right? Then if she pop up and say, hey, I got an STD, they're stuck.
Nobody cares. Nobody knows. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. It's true. It's insane.
Yeah, can we use condoms? Really?
Listen.
Yeah.
And this is TMI, but if a condom touches my dick, he is not functioning. It is kryptonite to me. I hate them. To those that wear them, keep wearing them. Bless your soul. I even hate when I see a condom in a scene, I'm like, oh, someone didn't get tested, or someone's test didn't come back on time.
Oh, yeah, that's a valid up. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess. Yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
And then me knowing what I know now, I'm like, ew, y'all put yourselves at
At risk.
risk just to make this 5 minute of whatever bullshit content y'all got.
Yeah.
Strange industry. Because I remember too, and y'all back me up. If anyone saw you moving in what was deemed destructive to the industry, you got called the fuck out.
Yeah.
Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yep. Absolutely.
Now it's like, oh, well, she stole my boyfriend, and that's what people
Yeah.
doing to cancel people now. Not even actual stuff about the industry anymore.
No. Yes. It's just a bunch of dumb high school drama.
Yeah, it's bad. So me and Jay was actually talking earlier today. We talked for a couple hours today, and we were talking about pretty much how everyone wants this black excellence in porn.
Mm.
And we're trying to figure out why that's not really a thing in our industry. Jada, do you care to answer that?
So I believe I believe there is a group of creators, right, that was on the West Coast that was doing some kind of stuff like that, right? And they were getting a lot of recognition and they were doing a good job. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
I can't remember their names. It was back when I was on Twitter, like before they gave me the lifetime ban that I'm currently evading. So uh, yeah, so I don't remember their names, but I do remember like seeing a couple of people trying to do that, but it
Mhm.
does seem like there's not like an abundance of black creators who want to do that, it seems.
Why do you think that
Well,
is, though?
I'm not really sure, because I do know that I am usually like not technically considered black because I'm mixed, which I find strange because I am black. I mean, I am also white too, but you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
right,
like
right.
I'm not exactly included in that. I'm also not like I don't have, ethnic features predominant. I don't have the big booty. I'm not exactly like screaming that I'm a black girl. So I've
Okay.
never really been included in those circles anyway.
Uh huh.
And when it's typically when like black talent, professional males, approach me, if they are not extremely professional as you were, hectic, um, and they're kind of just like on some, hey, I'm trying to fuck, I got a camera, I can set up, and it seems to be prevalent like that. So
Yeah.
I'm not really into that,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So that's been my experience with it has been mostly.
So, do you say they come off more unprofessional towards you?
To me, I feel yes, yeah. I don't have many. I mean, we all know that I don't really work with many people anyway. So I have a small list of people that I actually like working with,
Mhm.
but the list of people who have contacted me through the years is obviously numerous.
Okay.
And if I look at that, it's not usually, you know, the black creators who are like hyper professional with me.
Okay.
It's more
Is
like,
that male and female or just male?
I would say just male. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never really had an issue with any um black female creators personally. So,
Okay.
but
Jay.
Oh boy, let me take a deep breath. Number one, we can't work together. A lot of us can't work together because of hidden agendas. That's what kills a lot of us. Because here's the thing: everybody wants to run a game when the game is old. Be straight across the board. Tell her what you want. Either she's gonna say yes or no. And I'm gonna tell you something. I had an old friend of mine back in the day when I was young. And and when I was young, we go to clubs. Oh, I just want to get some pussy. And the old dude told me, he said, dude, it's 100 women in there. I said, and? He said, ask all 100 of them. If you get one, you're doing good. But be real. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just tell them, say, hey, I want some pussy. No, nigga, go to the next. I want some pussy. Now,
Valid.
these dudes will get one content creator in here, and they'll just work her any kind of way they can.
Yes, relentlessly.
And then when she say no, he got to come up with, well, I seen you working with him. His dick is 2 inches smaller than mine.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm putting it on the table. You know what I'm saying? I know he took you to Popeyes. I can take you to Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's got to be something where you got to work with me like she really needs you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they want to break you down and take away your confidence. Oh, well, you only got 300 followers. I got 8,000. But then if she turn around and say, how much you got in your bank? And he say, I only got $8.
Listen, I know some male creators going to female creators asking them, hey, can you pay for my test?
See what I'm saying? But you know what? The reality of it is, like Jay just said, they're not professional because they didn't come into this business with the idea of any kind of structure, anything like that. They came in, man, I can get some pussy and get me $4 or $5.
Yeah.
And then they go to a person that's been in the industry for a while, like Jada's been in the industry over 8-10 years or whatever, and you've been in the industry for 2 weeks. How far do you really think you're gonna go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then since if she says no, we gotta hate on her. Oh, well, you only got 8 followers.
Yeah.
All that. They're professional.
That's why I ain't really want to work with your ass anyways. Like,
so that professionalism that they came to her with, and she says slow down, just exploded right then and there. You're like, oh, there it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many people, unlike Jada, that would jump on that opportunity, fly to bumfuck Egypt, and then get on Twitter the week later. He raped me. He stayed in his mama's house and all this and that. And then the people on the other side of the mountain just laughing like, ha 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 ha. You already know,
right? Yeah, like we all turned him down over here.
And the sad reality to that is, they put us all in a basket.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They put us all in the basket, and we're all fending for ourselves. One breaks out of the projects and moving to the big house. It's the never-ending cycle. And then we say, hey, we need to collaborate together. Let's work together. Then you have a collaboration. Then they invite everybody, one come all. And then there's a guy in there that he falls in love with the girl. Now he don't want to see her shoot with somebody else. It's a mess. It's a disaster.
Listen, if I could be on this panel and say, never have I fallen out of what I thought was a friendship over pussy. Now, mind you, it wasn't me falling out, but I've been on the receiving end of it multiple times. You know what I mean? And I don't know. We're in porn. We here to fuck many different people. And you're mad over one?
Yeah.
Like, that just never made sense to me at all. Like, I don't fight over chicks in my personal life. I'm definitely not going to fight over one in porn. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. You know what I mean?
But you know what's so funny, Tech? A lot of people in this industry has gotten courage because they're behind a computer.
Oh, fact.
A lot of people have got. It's some guys in this industry, they never had a piece of pussy in their life, but they get on that internet and hit that keyboard. You know, they done read a few Iceberg Slim books, seen seen a few movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Heard Uncle Charlie.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
know what I'm saying? And then they like, hey, I look good, you know, whatever, whatever. And then when the girl says no, they don't know how to respond to that. They don't know how to react to that.
And I've seen some dudes that I'm like, bro, you just fucked 100 bad ones, and you mad at the one that told you no. That's crazy to
Yeah,
me.
it's
That's
true.
crazy to me. So Jada, so when you have someone that comes to you or approaches you unprofessionally, like how do you handle them?
So I try as nicely as possible to just be like not interested. Um, like so usually I am kind of standoffish when people approach me anyway,
Mhm.
because if you have some type of something to say worth listening to, I will listen and it will soften me, and I will then we can conversate.
Yeah.
However, I don't like the way most people try to approach. It's on some, what you doing, ma? Hey, I'm gonna fly you out and we're gonna fuck. Like, okay, I'm all set. So fuck
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
And then
Right, right.
I don't want drama, so I'm not going to say that to people, but I'll just be like, I'm not really interested. I'm not shooting with other creators right now, or I only shoot with certain creators, and I'm all set. Like, I
Yeah.
don't need any more content. Plus, when I tell them that I have a ton of content on my OnlyFans and I really do not need any more of that, you know what I mean?
Time.
Like,
Right.
unless you got something real, creative that's going to be like wowing, I don't really. How many times can I suck a dick? You know what I mean? Like like I really need, different and new and creative and fun, not the same shit that I've done, for the past 10 years. So,
Nah, hey, listen. That's why I started coming up with series because I'm like, porn is boring now. This shit is.
yes.
Even when I film for other people, I'd be like, all right, what's the concept? They'd be like, what do you mean? How did we get here? Like, how did we arrive in this room with your dick in her mouth? Like, how did
Yeah.
this come to be? And most people in this industry now have not one creative bone in their fucking body.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, just shoot it. And I'm like, no, I can shoot it. Don't get it twisted. However, I'm going to be bored shooting it because I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck's going on.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, I don't need a Mission Impossible script, right?
No, not at all. Yeah.
I just need to know, hey, we went on a date, blah blah blah. Cool, gotcha. Now I could set up
Yeah.
how this is going because as much as people don't give the directors and the photographers and the videographers enough credit, it's normally us that are coming up with the fucking concept of what's going to happen.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
So give us
I
enough
agree.
information as we could, function, and
Hmm.
we'll make sure that the shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get off my soapbox because that's my thing. Um, Now, if y'all haven't been paying attention, have y'all seen how a lot of photographers now aren't like going to the conventions anymore? Like, there's not as much photographers doing the press passes and the stuff of that nature at these conventions. Have y'all heard about that? Seen that? Any of that?
No, not at all. That's crazy. I wonder why.
Oh, I know why.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um, So even it's crazy because I had a buddy hit me up last night. He was just at the fetish convention and he's known to be there taking photos and stuff of that nature. And a girl used his photo that he took and cropped his logo or blurred his logo out of it.
Why?
Just being them. Yeah. And I remember me and him was talking, and I was like, "Yeah, you remember my first couple years in the industry? I had my camera everywhere with me, and slowly but surely, I stopped because I was just like, it's not appreciated, it's not reciprocated, it doesn't really even do anything for you, especially in today's age. It's almost like you said at the beginning, everyone's a content creator, everyone's a porn star now, so it's like." My mama is too. You know what I mean? It's like you're not gonna tell me anything that I don't already know or see or be around myself. So yeah, so a lot of photographers and videographers are feeling slighted by a lot of the girls in the industry now. So they're not doing it. Even for me, there's only a select few of girls that are sex workers that I really want to do photo shoots with. You know, a lot of the vast ones, I don't have any. Nah, I'm good unless it's paid.
I can understand that. I do know a couple of like non-industry, but like boudoir type photographer guys in the area who have recently retired as well from shooting.
Oh, really?
So
What was their reason?
I do believe it was the lack of appreciation and people wanting to pay, the rates and like everybody wanting, oh, well, I showed you my tits, so like, isn't this free? Like, you know how long it takes to edit photos? Like,
Right.
oh my God. Like, I don't think they do
Well,
know and
for
they don't
them,
care.
no, because all they do is take the photos, put it on their phone, put whatever bullshit app filter stuff that they have. What? Okay, okay. Since I have you on here, this
Mhm.
has always been a question on my mind. A photographer will take the most phenomenal picture,
Mhm.
edit it up, send it to the girl. The girl won't like it. But the fucked up photo is the one they always want to use. Why is that?
I feel like I'm notoriously bad at picking the best pictures of myself because
Okay.
I'll be like, oh, that picture is kind of so because I feel that way, right? For a long time now, I'll post it anyway. If everybody hates it, I'll take it down.
Mhm.
Typically, that's not the case though. Typically, everyone loves it, and I'm like,
Well,
what
are
the
we talking
fuck?
about real love or are we talking about the simpish guy on the internet who would never
No,
meet
like
true
real,
love?
like wow, you like women, like everyone, like wow, you look so pretty, and that I'm just like, really? To me, it looks, I don't know. I also like to look a certain way in my photos, which may not be everyone else's preference, and that I realize as well. So, you know, I don't take, I don't think that I think most people have the idea in their head of how they want to look, and the world has an idea in their head of how you should look as well. So sometimes they meet, sometimes they don't.
Listen, anytime, and I've seen it, a girl will post the most fucked up picture. And I do mean the most fucked up picture. And you will have some guy or guys, oh my God, you're the epitome of beauty. You're so
That's the most annoying thing.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
You're so,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, just like, oh, so anything goes, I suppose, right? Like,
Right. So
yeah.
I even had to start telling women, unfortunately, what image you have of yourself, other people don't really give a fuck.
Yes. No, they don't. No.
But you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
But you know what? You got to understand something though. You're dealing with people that don't have self value, self worth, self confidence, self respect. Because and let me say this, and I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing or a good thing, but here's the thing: if I enable you to be a jackass and you accept being a jackass, it's not on me. It's on
Yeah,
Okay.
you.
that's true.
You know,
That's
because
true.
when I first got in this industry, 2009. they would tell me, we like her, but can she dye her hair black? Can she do this? You got too many tattoos. Oh, I don't like the way her ass sits. Take a picture with her ass up, bending over. I'm like, yo, hold up. Do you want me to? I mean, am I supposed to mold a woman or something?
Yeah.
I mean, and now that the internet is involved, the dictation is there. Oh, you look good, but you could do this, you could do that, you could do that, and then they're changing their ways to satisfy this person that in their mind it was going to give them $2.
Right.
Then she take the $2 and then get mad because the $80 dude left. Like, why did you leave? That's messed up. You know what I'm saying?
No, I remember I had a customer or a client, I don't know. And there was a scene with me with socks on. And he was like, hey, next scene, can you take your socks off? I'm like, you gonna pay me for it? He was like, no. I was like, then shut the fuck up then.
Of course. Because
You know what I mean? Like, people have to realize social media, everyone, and I do mean everyone has a fucking voice now.
Yeah. And an opinion.
Doesn't mean you have to listen to the shit.
No. It's true.
And I've also noticed too, since we're talking about photos and stuff, women are more critical over other women than the guys.
I heavily agree.
She didn't get her nails painted. Ugh, why she picked that color on her nails? And you'd be like, first of all, her hand is barely showing in the whole fucking photo. You had to zoom in to find something wrong with her.
Yeah. They're doing too much.
Listen, people with these opinions are doing too much. But back to black on black shit. How to say this? We, as a people, as an entity, as a brand, should definitely do better. I could approach, not even me. Okay, say for instance, I hit up a white female creator. She's gonna go look at my work, check my references out. She's like, hey, good shit. I like your content. With the whoop. Let's go ahead and work together. On the other side, same thing. Hit up the black creator. She's gonna be like, oh, you need to have 150,000 followers, 15,000 in the bank, a big dookie chain, Cuban links. Your hair has to be. It's all these criterias, and I'm like, listen, it's just a POV blowjob scene. Like, it's not that, you know what I mean? It's not that serious. But the criteria and what is being asked of from the two different spectrums is vast. And then on the back end, we're always getting accused of not working with black girls or black creators. It's like, no, I reached out to 10 of them this week. And all 10 said, I don't fit whatever they want in their brand. But I hit up 2 white ones and they're coming over tomorrow.
I feel that. I do feel that. I've heard that before many times.
It's very sad and very unfortunate because I'm an equal opportunist. Hey, whoever wants to work with me, let's work. But I have been trying to get more black women on my platform because I love my queens. You know what I mean? However,
Go ahead. Lord, go ahead.
However, I'm not gonna do all these somersaults, backflips, and cartwheels just to entertain you in order for you to want to work with me. And to put the cherry on top, most of the time, honestly, for me and myself, black on black porn don't sell well for me at all.
Yeah, I have to agree. Most most of the time, people will be like, "Oh," like some of my fans will be like, "Oh, you need to shoot with more black guys," and I'm like, "You would think that, right? Because you would think that that would be the move." But however, those videos don't sell for me on like certain platforms unless there's like a concrete theme. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said I like working with certain people because they can develop a theme. Rock Bundy, fantastic at that. Always has a theme, always has an outfit planned. You know what I mean? You, fantastic at that. Like, there's got to be something,
That's going to
you
draw them
know,
in.
to draw them in because they just don't want to see me getting railed and hammered. You know what I mean? They do not. None of them are asking for that. Honestly, most of my guys want to see BJ and feet stuff, and they want like they just it's not anything crazy. So seeing me getting railed, it just doesn't really sell very well for me. But I can understand why if if someone approaches you and they're not part of your brand, why you'd be like, maybe, but there's ways to go about it. You can be like, maybe if we had a theme, maybe, you can tell them, let's create a theme, let's think of something. Because I worked with Paris and a couple of other guys and that girl, Diosa, Love of Diosa
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
New
yeah.
York. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all did that Mortal Kombat theme, and that was cute. You know what I'm saying? Like people liked that. That was good because there was a theme.
Yeah.
But
Just
you know, I was gonna say two things, right?
Mm-hmm.
One is you can love someone, but they first have to love themselves.
yeah.
That's number one. Number two, people have gotten lazy in life. You know, they got this thing. They always say, "I'm a content creator." My thing is different. I'm like Picasso. I'm a creator of content. You have to create
Yeah.
content, not just soon as you cut the content on, we fucking is sucking. I mean, it's 8 trillion. It's 8 trillion people doing that. What are you doing
Facts.
different? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What are you doing different? If you think about the old black film, they used to have some kind of, something going on. I'm picking up a hitchhiker,
Yeah.
or the plumber's fixing the pipe and all this type of stuff. Now you cut it on, they're fucking. You're like, oh wow, did it start without me?
Right. Did I miss something?
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there is no creativity. It's just, hey, I'm fucking because I'm hoping that this will sell and I get this money and I'm chasing the bag and and then at the end of the week they're like, shoot, I made $20. You're like, oh, and you happy? That's what's up.
Right. So why do you think though the white content creators versus the black content, like the white ones won't give you this rigmarole of requirements to work with them versus the black ones will?
Because they have standards. See,
Who?
Here's the thing,
Who
right?
has standards?
The white content creators have standards. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
When you're structuring a business, what is my demographics? Who do I want to cater to? What I want to look good with? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you be 6'9" and you want to work with this midget and the midget got one leg? I mean, you get where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
That's where the creativity comes in. I stand for, like, all right, let's do a brand. Let's do a brand. Let's say like ketchup. Ketchup is not mustard. So they're going to do everything ketchupy. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's what they stand on. But when
Yeah.
you look at a lot of the black content, they're so, I don't want to say delusional, but they're so indirect. Like the girl will show her feet, and then the next post she's sucking dick. You're like, okay, is she a foot model? Is she sucking? I mean, we don't know which way she's going. You know,
Right.
somebody might like you. Okay, I'll say Jade. Okay, she's got a whole bunch of fans that like her because she got on glasses.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now she done lured them in, and now one picture she took her glasses off,
Oh,
and
fuck them all up.
fucked them up, and then the next day she puts some glasses on. You get the concept of that?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
in
yeah.
today's world, they don't know what to do. They'll take the glasses off, put sunglasses on. They'll change that. They'll do this, change their hair and all this. And like, damn, I like your blonde hair, your blue eyes, and your glasses.
So do you think it's more so with a business, with a brand, with anything, you got to plant the seed, water it, fertilize it, and allow it to grow, right? A lot of people like in 2, 3 days, it ain't growing. Dig it up, go and plant another seed of a different brand or whatever, water it. Oh, it ain't growing. They're never sticking to anything, any concept, any themes, any who they are, anything long enough because it's not about this new age of microwave porn. We've gotten accustomed to the customers training us. That's why everyone wants to release content as soon as they make it, and they want to make content 5 days a week so they can release it 6 days a week.
Yeah, well, you don't go buy $300 Jordan and become Michael. If you don't know how to play basketball and you buy some Jordans, it's not going to guarantee you're going to get a 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? So what people do is they put something out there and they sitting there, they're waiting, like, okay, man, and they looking at they checking the cash app, they checking.
Oh, it's not hitting yet.
The money ain't there, and then they start searching the internet. Be like, dang, she got 5 likes. She got 5 more likes than me. I'm gonna do what she do. You know what I'm saying? And then she go to somebody else, like, damn, she got 10 more than her. I'm gonna do what she do.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, she looked like a clown. She got red hair on one side, blue hair on one side. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got so tired of the girls doing that roll the eyes in the back of their head, hentai shit, because everyone started. I'm just like, there's no originality. Yeah.
I mean, think about it, Tech. Who is sucking dick in Walmart? I'm just help me out. help me out. Really?
Yeah.
It's gotten that bad?
Now I have in my personal life in the parking lot a couple times. You know what I mean? Yeah, but not inside the goddamn store. Yeah, not inside the store.
I will say I might have had sex in a Walmart before, in the bathroom. Definitely when I was younger.
That's different. But in an aisle.
In the aisle, in the kid zone with the balls
next to the diapers. I mean,
no, valid.
Yeah.
I mean, how viral are you trying to get?
And that's the thing.
Good point.
Listen, I'm so tired of people talking about viral. First of all, let's be honest. A couple thousand views is not viral.
Right.
A couple million views is viral.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fucking difference. Let's calm our tits down, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And what makes them viral is how much you love yourself to project what you're trying to project. That's the objective. See, because if you don't love yourself, why do I feel like I need to love you? If you don't invest in yourself, why do I need to invest in you?
Right.
See,
that's valid.
The object is to bring people into your world instead of chasing their world.
And they're chasing their world. That's what I'm saying. If I don't release content for 3 months, I don't release content for goddamn 3 months. I don't give a fuck. My customers are not going to dictate to me when the fuck I drop content from when I don't drop content. Wait for it, bitch.
Yeah, have to agree.
Versus these people are literally fucking themselves with every shape, form, size dildo just so they can have content to release tomorrow.
Yeah.
I always use this example, Tech. Halle Berry did Monsters Ball, right? She got 100,000 per titty.
Woo.
How many titties have you seen on Twitter that got negative $10 in the bank? Enough said.
That is facts. That's big facts right there.
Yeah, and that goes back to the whole following count. I've seen more women with hundreds of thousands of followers talking about I'm about to get evicted because I haven't paid my rent in 3 months than the ones with 3,000 followers.
Chilling.
Right.
Yeah.
So you telling me each follower can't send you a quarter? A quarter. You should be able to make up your rent by that. That following shit don't fucking matter, and I can't stress it enough. We're in such an age that anyone could buy a page, anyone could buy followers. It's no
Yeah.
longer built on the back of your own creativity that got you to this point. Now
Exactly.
you could
Yeah.
just wake up with 200,000 followers and be like, thank you, fans, for following me, knowing you bought this shit. I've
Yeah.
literally seen people disappear, and when they reappear, you'd be like, wait, I knew you had about 5,000 followers when I saw it last. Now you're at 100? How?
Yeah. No.
And the way the algorithm's been working on Twitter slash X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, how is anyone gaining followers? I've been stuck
No
for
fucking
2 years.
I have no idea. I mean, I'm not supposed to be on there even. I can barely say my own name on that fucking platform without them messaging me that I need to take my account down. Like, so that's why I have to use that name. Like, I don't
Right,
know, because I've had 16,000 followers on Twitter before. You know what I mean? Like, and I've lost about 6 Twitter accounts. Like,
right.
you know what I mean? That shit just happens. So people basing their whole lives on something that they can take away at any moment is crazy.
It's
But
not,
you
that's what
know
I'm
what's so
saying. It's
funny
not
though?
real.
Yeah.
But you know what's so funny is there's women that's making more money with their clothes on than women with their clothes off.
Yeah.
And my thing is, how beautiful are you, right? Let's put Instagram versus Twitter, right? If you go on Twitter and you see a girl has 30,000, 40,000, those are guaranteed followers
Mm-hmm.
because she's not butt naked. Now she can have the same followers on Twitter. She might have 100,000, but her true followers is going to be in that bracket of 20 to 30,000. The
Mm.
rest perverts. If you get on Twitter and you butt naked, oh man, are they going to follow you? You damn right. It's 800. It's only 800.2 billion motherfucking tricks in the country.
Yeah, right. Valid.
You ain't got to work. You just
Yeah.
said like, here's a titty, and
Right,
everybody, oh, I love
right,
the
right,
titty. So
right, right,
if you stop wanting to say, hey, what color is my nipple? They like, huh?
right.
Yeah.
Well, Bob told me you was butt naked.
So I followed right,
There you
right.
go.
But when they put something profound on, crickets.
Yeah.
Listen, and I get some people not wanting to be in that box. Hell, I don't like being put in the box, right? But if you're a sex worker, I don't care, give a fuck about your personal life.
Yeah.
I don't care, give a fuck about your political views, religion, creed, what you believe in, what you don't believe in. I really don't care because that's not the purpose of why I'm here.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I know a lot of people be like, well, my fans want to know the true me. Do they though? Because the true you, I don't even want to know.
Yeah. And it's like which you're just showing them what you want to show them anyway. It's picking and choosing. It's not really.
It's not real because you're
Yeah.
not going to tell them how you're laying in the shower with the water running in the fetal position every goddamn day. You see what I'm saying? Like, you, let's stop this farce that we're trying to be so real and so down to earth, and it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
We come up with fake fucking names for a reason.
Thank you. Right? I'm like, this is a selective curation of things that you're allowed to see. Like, not.
Not my
That's why I don't.
real life.
I just tell people, I'm like, I don't do like personal social media really. You know what I mean? Like that's not
Yeah.
really like a thing that I do. Maybe to, like keep up for family events, but nothing. That's not my MO, is to be on there telling people what my business and fucking complaining and shit.
Listen.
Like, no.
Right.
Okay. And I don't know. I feel like I'm ranting this pod, but if you are a sex worker of any sort and you go from booty, titties, ass, pussy, booty, titties, ass, pussy, and you slide your motherfucking kid in there, how fucking dare you?
I don't know how many times I have to say that you don't put your children on your 18 plus page. That's direct violation of the point of it being fucking 18 plus. We do 18 plus work. So having your child who isn't 18 on there, it doesn't make you look like very responsible, you know? Like I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They can hate me all they want to, but I will never do that. I will never, ever, ever
Listen,
do that.
I that's when you're like, you want the fans to know you're like, come on, like, what are you doing? First of all, let's be honest. If a dude's in mid stroke on one of your pictures and then your kid comes up, you think he's gonna stop? Let's and this is why I feel like we went full circle. And this is why the legislators and the powers to be are on our fucking asses so much, because we're
Yes.
doing dumb, stupid shit.
Yeah, exactly.
We made this industry that was tucked away in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not bothering nobody. So they left us for the most part alone.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're out here. Look at me, free me. I can do whatever I want. Da, 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 da. And now they're like, oh, can you though? We'll see about that.
Yeah.
You're out
Yep.
here fucking in restaurants, Walmarts, Targets, whatever the fuck could be for clickbait, and you're not realizing that all this is just evidence for a bigger case that they're going to come down on us sooner or later.
Yeah, yeah. No, I do agree with that. Yeah. It's like, okay, so you're doing things to definitely get clout, and to go viral. I get
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's laws. And I don't know. That was like when that whole like masturbating in the playgrounds thing. You remember when I was doing like, I don't know, man. I just was so icked by that. That was the grossest shit ever. You
Yeah,
know, I'm
it's
no saint, but damn.
right. I mean, yeah, we've all. So this is the thing about my generation. We've done fucked up shit. We never
Yeah.
recorded it. These
As
motherfuckers,
evidence.
yeah, these motherfuckers will legit set up a camera to give the district attorney evidence
It's true.
and then go on Twitter and cry and be like, they're trying to take our rights away. No, no, they're not. They didn't even know you existed.
You're just over here fucking shit up though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Yep.
They didn't know you existed. You're not that important. I
No.
promise you.
Mm-hmm.
But around this time, very important. Oh,
Yes.
let's see how many of us we can arrest. Let's see how many charges we can press on them. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
No, absolutely.
We just gotta be smarter all around. Like if this is a true business and you look at it as a business and you want it to be a business, you gotta be smarter. Like, listen, I'm
Mm-hmm.
to the age now. If a chick be like, "Yeah, let's do photos outside." What kind of photos? Well, I want to be nude. Let's go to the woods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's go where people are not likely to walk up on us
Yes,
and do.
exactly.
I'm not going to jail for no. Nah.
No.
I'm good.
No, yeah, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to get arrested. None of that.
Yeah, I've done it. It's not fun.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so Jada, what kind of fetish are you interested or like shooting?
That I'm interested in like shooting.
Mhm.
I really enjoy foot stuff. I like giving feet jobs, and I do like the tickle torture stuff as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of
Giving or
fun.
receiving?
Receiving, strangely enough.
You like being tickled.
I fucking do. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, you pulling your shit out on. Nah, but tickle. What got you into that?
So I did it back in the day with Funhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Um and it was kind of like cool, but I didn't have it wasn't like extreme like this. I was like restrained and he was like tickling the shit out of me, and
Oh,
it was quite fun. It's
okay.
a good time. Yeah.
So feet. Any other one?
Um I do like pegging. Um
Is that a new thing?
no, but I definitely get way more requests for it now, I will say that.
Yeah, because it's the trend right now.
It is, it's popular right now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Cock and ball torture is fun. I like to be restrained with a Hitachi. That's fun.
Okay. We didn't
That's a
do
lot
that
of fun.
last time, did we?
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, and you have the chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. The
Yeah.
chair's been
Yeah.
making its presence around.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
should
yeah,
do that. That would be fun.
yeah, yeah. I got it all set up now, so all you had to do is sit there, clamp you up,
Hell
and
yeah.
walk away.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. No, fetish definitely is like you said. I do like how you said more. Something else that I found out too. I could give a script to a fetish model, and I could give a script to a porn model, and the fetish model is gonna make it believable.
Yeah.
The porn model is gonna be cheesy, and she's not gonna know what to say or how to. I've had more porn girls not know what to say when they're dry humping me than fetish models. Fetish models will let it rip.
Yeah,
Porn girls
yeah.
be like, "What am I supposed to say?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like you can't,
Like you
yeah,
should know
like
this.
yeah, like how many sets have you been on? Like if you're
Yeah.
amateur, I get it, but come on
True,
now.
yeah.
I'm talking about veterans not knowing what to say during. I'm like, oh God, okay,
Yeah, but you gotta understand, fake it till you make it doesn't always work when the camera's on.
no.
True.
But fetish models, for some reason, I think because they are more in a creative space all the time with their
Yeah.
own content, they're having to have more dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
But they're passionate. You know, when you get into BDSM and you get into fetish work, they're more passionate about their work.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's really honestly the way they react and act to it is more of a natural.
yeah,
That makes
You know,
sense,
because
yeah.
you won't find somebody just wake up one morning and be like, you know what, I want to be a fetish model. I want to get into BDSM. You won't find too many people like
Yeah,
that.
that's true. Yeah.
And when you do find people like that, they last about an hour. As soon as the rope, the tie is in the knot is in the tie of the rope,
yeah,
then
yeah.
you don't never see them no more. Be like, man,
I
I don't know.
I normally say, and it's been a running joke since the whole OF boom happened. If a girl approaches me and is like, "Yeah, I'm into femdom, and feet," I'm like, "Oh, you're new here. Okay, I got you.
Femdom and feet.
Tell me I'm lying." Those are the three every girl that comes into the industry goes right into because they heard
Yeah.
it's so much money and they don't have
Yeah.
to do anything. But it's crazy. I'm not even into feet, right? But I do know true feet guys, you gotta arch them.
Yes.
It's a certain way your feet has to
Yes.
be in
Mm-hmm.
order for them to give you money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will appreciate some amateur feet, but the hardcore guys, nah,
Yeah.
they're not buying into this.
You got to be arching and scrunching and fucking
Hundred
spreading
percent,
toes and yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
But that's why it's not a lot. But that's why it's not a lot of women into that to feet world, because it's hard work. A lot of people are not in this industry for hard work.
Listen, when
Yeah,
they get
that's
in a
true.
foot job and they have to grab their own thighs and keep it going, yeah, it's burning. Hell yeah, it's a
Yeah,
workout.
because that shit's no joke. Yes.
Hell yeah,
It's
it's a
that serious.
workout.
It is a workout. Yep. Abs, everything.
Right. Because you're scrunched over too while doing it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And see, another thing is you have to be, a lot of people that come into that BDSM world, the foot fetish world, all that. You got to be very careful with these people, because if they have no experience or have any idea what they want to do, you have to be very careful. Because I've ran into a situation where a friend, he did bondage on this girl, but he didn't know her history.
Mm.
It went all bad.
What
You got to ask.
would you say that was her? Well, I mean, it's both of their faults. I definitely say
But because
because
see, what was he again? He was catering to her want without knowing her need.
gotcha.
See, I need to know if you was a hostage before I put this rope on you.
Facts. If you're,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
facts.
you know what I'm saying? You got
Right.
you got to know. And here's my thing, and I'll tell you something that happened to me. I ended up having sex with a girl. I cussed her out, and I got aggressive with her. She broke a bottle and almost stabbed me. And I said, "Damn, what's wrong with this girl?" Well, I later found out she just got released from prison on attempted murder charge because she got raped before. And you know what my mom said? Pussy gonna get you killed. That was that.
Yeah.
If you don't ask questions, you will never know.
Yeah. No, 100. And there's a lot of people, and I understand because there's some people that's in this industry trying to get that power back. Whatever happened to them in their past life, they're trying to get that power back. However, this is not therapeutic. This is not therapeutic shit at all. And unless the people that you are working with understands, like Jay said, your history, they could kind of work you through that.
Yeah.
There's too many people in this industry trying to work through shit.
Yeah.
This is not, I'm sorry, this is not the place for that.
No.
Can it help? Yes, but it could also fucking set you back as well. Because any vices that you do or don't have, you can gain being in this goddamn industry.
Yes. Absolutely.
So seek a therapist, counselor, shrink, whatever you fucking call it. The industry is not that. I hate I've seen so many women and dudes on Twitter, and I'm like, y'all have truly not healed from whatever this is, and you need to take this the fuck up out of this industry. That's goes back to your point too, Jada, like how there's such an influx of people, which is great, but all these people didn't get the same talkings that I feel all three of us had coming into the industry.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. For sure.
Now no one can say anything to anybody because everyone knows everything about everything.
Yeah.
So they're not even seeking the guidance of someone more experienced, like, hey, I'm new. Give me some pointers. Do you know what I mean? How should I move? How should I handle myself? And then sometimes they will listen. I have one mentee, bless his soul. This dude just doesn't listen. So eventually I'd be like, you know how someone tells you a story and you already know like it's gonna be a fucked up, and you be like, damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy. What you do? You know what I mean? Like I already know, but I've been telling you the same. Stop trying to wife everybody that you're doing the scene with. Stop it.
That shit right there. Mm.
Last
Yeah.
topic we're going to talk about, and then we're going to get the fuck up out of here. Have y'all noticed a lot of the husbands now, husbands and boyfriends in the industry, no longer move the way the husbands and boyfriends used to move in the industry? Now they are sneaking and worming themselves into certain situations, and no one's calling them out on this.
Yeah.
So why do y'all think that new movement? I mean, it's not necessarily new, but why it's more prevalent now than ever before?
Say that question again, because say that question again, because you know I'm a married man, but I want to answer that. I want to get on with that. Go ahead.
All right. So how? Okay. Say husband boyfriend has a bona fide porn star or a high up content creator, right? Back in the day, they used to hold the person be a fly on the wall. You didn't even know they existed. Sometimes they pop up. You're like, oh shit, okay, hey, nice to meet you too. You know what I mean? But now those husbands now, because they have the partners that they do have, now their dicks are appearing more and more in scenes. Girls are getting
They're
coerced.
being used.
Right, girls are getting coerced into threesomes on cameras now, stuff of that nature. Why do you think it's happening more now than it used to?
Um, I'm gonna say this, and you know, it's more of a fantasy now. And now that the internet has allowed people to be who they're not, they're everywhere. They're all on the internet doing things that they have never done before for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
He didn't even have to. You notice that? That's some pimp shit. He didn't even have to lift a finger. His
I sure
hand
did.
didn't
I sure did see that.
did you see that? That was on camera? Oh man, that's bad. Look, hey man, look, hey, bro, I'm trained, dog. I'm trained. We're gonna put it on the table. They can talk bad about me all you want. I'm trained. I ain't hey, you ain't gonna mess up no happy home. But no, but seriously, a lot of people, it's a fantasy, but see, the internet has allowed people to go above and beyond than their normal expectations.
Yeah.
And sex is so wild now. I mean, they're doing things in the industry now that Jada Fire and all them back in the day is unheard of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow, they're doing this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing it not respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're getting their wives, their girlfriends to coerce other girls. And they do a girl, and then the guy kind of slides in there, you know, and the drinks is there, the little weed is there, and then, you know what I'm saying? And if the girl is not checking thoroughly about the background of this person or this couple or this girl, then it's just happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are quiet. That's the problem.
100% until a situation comes out.
Until the situation comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the test and all that comes out afterwards. Hey, I know you was tested, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was tested. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
After the fact.
Right.
All right, go ahead, Jada.
I think also on some level too, because I definitely agree with what Jay said. I think some of the guys are like, oh, well, money, like we can make money together and you don't have to go fuck anybody else. And, it can just be me. And, which is fine, I guess. But then, like you said, it's like well, is she just, she's not really, doing porn anymore. It's just like she's just fucking her man on camera. So,
Fucking her man on camera and bringing him other chicks to
yes.
they
Yep.
fuck
Yep.
on
Yep.
camera as well.
Yeah.
And I think the overall theme of this whole show was blurred lines. I feel so many lines nowadays are so blurred.
Yeah.
No one knows if it's the cameraman, your talent, producer, trick, money dude, are you a content creator, porn star? As like it's so many blurred lines now that it's like I'm such and such. So am I. Everyone is everything now.
Yes.
When they
Yeah.
coined content creator, sex work, I definitely hate those two terms. I'm for real. I've grown accustomed to using it because
Yeah.
it is prevalent, but I hate it so much because when I approach a girl and she's like, "Oh, I'm a content creator," I'm like, "Oh, for real? What kind of content do you do?" And she'd be like, "Oh, TikTok."
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Yes.
yeah. I'm talking about content. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right. Then all of a sudden I'm the pervert. Like, no, you said
right?
content creator. What the fuck? You
Or
mean you're on social
someone,
media? Like,
right, with facts. Or someone's like, "Oh, I'm a sex worker." Oh, yeah. What do you do? I'm stripper or phone operator. You know.
it's
I
like,
thought
oh,
you. I
is
thought
there
you were for
any?
real.
But you know what's so funny? People will push their title as their weight
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
less of their work as their weight.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I treat everybody the same, whether you're the president of browsers or whether a content creator shooting in the bottom of your mama's basement house.
Right.
I agree. Yeah.
But people like to throw their weight around, like, well, I shot with this girl, like,
Yeah.
and but you still got up and washed your ass and brushed your teeth.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
hopefully,
Yeah, exactly. I know.
hopefully, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And they throwing their numbers, like I said, they're presenting their clout, but that's not what they're really about.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I don't like when I work with a female talent. I don't necessarily care about your clout. I just care whether you could do the project that I have on hand well enough.
Exactly.
And I'm also tired of I would say the catfish on the resume. And what I mean by that, I'll be like, "Hey, can you take a face fucking? Can you do this? Can you do that? Yeah, I can do all that." As soon as the tip gets in your mouth, you're gagging and throwing up everywhere. Like, no, you can't do this. This is not.
Yeah.
You just said this so you could get some money. Like, be honest, because I need to have a product that I can release. And you doing all this or stopping every fucking 5 seconds, it's not productive.
Thank you. Exactly.
Exactly.
Can I say something on that real quick?
Yeah.
And I learned this the hard way when I first got in this industry. So I'm working with Black Ice, and I'm bringing them a bunch of girls, right? So when I first got in the industry, I was recruiting girls from Craigslist, Redbook.
That was the joint right there.
So here's the thing. So I would take these girls out to the production, and I got a couple of calls from the producers, like, dude, like, and they didn't know where the girls came from. I didn't tell them nothing, blah blah blah, right? So after dealing with the girls, they would call me. They say, "Jay," I said, "What's up?" Stop getting them girls from Craigslist. and in my mind, I was like, "Damn, did they tell you that?" They said, "Dude, they didn't have to tell me that." I said, "Well, how do you know?" Because as soon as they walked in the door, they said, "Hey, how much am I getting? How long we going to be?"
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I said, "Oh, shit." I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because what do? They escort. And it wasn't even about the performance. It wasn't even about the scene. It was about, hey, come on, let's get this thing going on. And
right. And then they're rushing through, and those girls tend to rush through the scene, and you're like, hold up, I need 5 more minutes of this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a lesson learned. Just wow, didn't know.
Yeah. Now I've worked with some escorts switched over, and I have to be like, listen, porn time and real time, two separate things.
Absolutely.
You've been in this bitch for an hour, and it's been 1 minute.
Yep. Facts.
Two separate times. Relax. The
Mm-hmm.
director, the producer, the camera person, somebody's gonna let you know when to transition. Because if
Yes,
you're trying to
exactly.
rush through every scene, you're making it janky and it's not
Yeah.
flowing correctly. And guess what's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna happen? You getting booked again.
Mm-hmm.
Now you take that and you look at today's Twitter. What does it remind you of? They on there, they got a hair bag on, the dog's barking in the back, the damn soap is dirty, they got a hamper full of clothes. What does that tell you? How serious are you about your work? They cut on the camera, eyelash falling off on one side. I mean,
yeah. So I do kind of have a fetish a little bit of the eyelashes falling off. Like I like to know you got fucked that hard that them shits just started to fall
Okay,
off.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I
Yeah.
mean, a little bit. Oh, you put in some work. Okay, I got you. Go ahead and rest over there, mama. You know what I mean?
But that's the structure. But when when you cut on the camera and you half done,
you start off like that. Yeah.
you get a oops, hold on.
Right. No, I do hope at some point we go back to quality over quantity. I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon, unfortunately. But I do hope that is going to be a thing, because that's how I'm kind of trying to gauge myself now. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, we just shot this shit, and as soon as you hit the door, that shit's already uploaded. I know you didn't have time to really go through it and do everything you need to do to it, so I'm good on you. But I think if we got back to that, got back to some real common sense, got back
Yeah.
to business work over self work, this industry would kind of realign itself. But as long as we keep having the wild, wild west, as I call it nowadays,
Absolutely. Yeah,
that
it is.
it's gonna have where more good people that really like the art of what we're doing. It's more on the backside. Like I'm good. I'll work with a couple people here and there, but y'all can
Mm-hmm.
keep the rest of this shit.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, Jada, go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at, what kind of projects you got going on. This is your moment to shine.
So yeah, most of my content is on my OnlyFans because, just ease of uploading and mostly because I shoot with us the same people, you know what I mean, over and over again. So we all kind of have like our little collective and I upload there or many vids. All of it's under the Jada Silk Show or Jada Silk. So pretty easy to find with a Google as well.
Do you have any projects and stuff coming up?
I'm shooting with Hanja right now. He's got some cool creative photograph and video projects and he's up here in CT, so it's not far from me. So but
There's
yeah.
someone else up there you could work with too.
Who?
I'll give you that all
Oh,
offline.
okay. All right, yeah. Sweet. Yeah, so I do like to put out kind of, creative quality content over just shooting out a ton of content. So, you know, expect me to be like, like you said, in the background, kind of just doing my thing.
You still make money, and that's what people don't
Yeah.
realize. You don't have to
Hmm.
be out here and everyone has to see you to make money. I
No,
think to
exactly.
be seen, you're actually using more money than that's why I'm not
Yes.
really doing none of the conventions next year. I'm kind of over that whole thing. So I get
Yeah.
that.
No, I know. Because it's always chaos too, you know?
Yeah. Jay,
Well, You can find me anywhere. Loves XL is the agency. Um, I'm looking for good talent, independent talent, not looking for dependents. I'm looking for more asset driven, not liability driven. I just recruited four white girls right now on the that's getting ready to come on the roster, and I'm looking for more. I'm accepting women, men, capitalize men. Um, capitalize men and TS, but I do accept people. But my thing is, be willing to learn, be willing to listen, to understand, not to respond, and be driven. You know, if and be respectful. Like know what you want or what you need. Know what you need and what you're trying to accomplish and achieve.
Right.
You know, I've lost a lot of money dealing with people that I can't even blame them because the mirror kept telling me, look at yourself. That's why I lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, what I got coming up in the future is basically, you know, building a structure to where everybody can make money and go out on their own. I don't want to keep talent. You know, if they want to get with me and they stay with me for 6 months, I expect them to say, hey, I no longer need you. I'm out. Deuces. But I want to see everybody successful. That's my main goal, to see everybody successful. If you become a millionaire, hey, good luck. You know what I'm saying? But I can teach anybody in this industry about my failures because I was a master at fucking up. So if you want to know how to fuck up, I'll let you boy.
Yeah, them L's really matter at the end of the day.
They hit hard in this industry. It's like, okay, I really, really learned a lesson there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So first, I want to go ahead and thank both of y'all for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and fuck with your boy. It's very
Of course.
pleasant. I kind of knew this is how it was going to flow. The questions. This is the show about whatever, so they're just kind of off the top of my dome, and y'all didn't pull any punches, so I appreciate that both y'all. And as for me, the host of Whatever by Hektek, from the Hektek from Hektek Desires, you could Google me. I'm on all major platforms, and this show is also on all major platforms by the same name, except for on Twitter, it's We by Hektek. We by Hektek is on Twitter. TikTok, we're on all that shit. So yeah, keep those close that keep you close. Keep those loyal that are loyal to you, and just don't do anything that you don't want to do. And with that, we'll sign off.
Absolutely. Good night, guys.
Deuces.